SeatGeek is the easiest way to find the best deals on tickets to pretty much any live event. Concerts, sports, theater, comedy, whatever you want. Download the SeatGeek app today and enter promo code SEATS to save $20 on your first purchase.
Hey everybody, it's Therese Paylor, Chiefs beat writer with the Kansas City Star. Here to introduce our latest podcast, recapping the Chiefs' 28-17 loss to the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday. This is basically our Facebook Live conversation we do after every game. But we had technical difficulties, so the first part of it is cut off, but really you just missed the introduction, so not very much. I just wanted to come on here and kind of let you guys know what this was, give it a proper introduction. We talk about a lot of things. We took a bunch of your questions. We ran through the game, like the key plays, and also we went through, biggest concerns coming out of this thing, which doesn't surprise you, the pass defense and all kinds of stuff, the running game, all that. So check it out. I think you'll like it as always. So here we go. Thanks for listening.
Now they've done that. It's about the playoffs.
Totally, completely about the playoffs.
Agreed.
As always, we're gonna go through the game. We're gonna talk about the reasons they lost. We're gonna give you the counter side, which is a reason for optimism. We're gonna answer your questions, but we're also gonna add a new feature this week where we kind of run through the game with you, because we have a lot of people that listen to this on the way to work, on the way home from work. Just kind of relive this thing one last time real quickly, give our thoughts on it, and move on to the next thing. All right? So the first thing we're going to do is go through this score sheet. The Cowboys opened up the score with 2:36 left after a pretty quiet first quarter for both teams. Cole Beasley got in one-on-one coverage on Steve Nelson. The middle of the defense was wide open. I don't know what Steve was supposed to do there. It was an option route. He clearly chose the right spot as a touchdown. And I was like, okay, that's an interesting start to this one. Chiefs respond with a field goal in the second quarter, but then Dak Prescott got him again. Dak Prescott, by the way, really good.
Yep.
Really impressive in person.
He's a terrific player. He's going to have a nice, long career in this league. And, one thing that surprised me, he's only had 160 yards rushing coming into the game. I just thought of him more as more of a running quarterback. He burned the Chiefs a couple times today.
Killed them, man.
Yep.
That guy's good, man.
Yeah, just good, judicious moments to go, and they hurt.
Yep.
They did.
Yep, and it looked like the Chiefs were going to go into halftime trailing 14-3. We were all crushing them, all that. And then Rod Marinelli, who I'm very familiar with, the Cowboys defensive coordinator, the architect of the 0-16 Lions, the general of my 0-16 Lions, decides to run a prevent defense with like 6 guys guarding the back of the line while giving no consideration to the fact that Tyreek Hill is the fastest man in football and should never have 5 yards between him and the next man, let alone 30.
And look, not just fastest, but I think you can make a case for among the most elusive too, right?
Yes.
The Tasmanian Devil.
Truly
an
elusive
Cheetah
player.
in the open field. I mean,
in the open field.
It's like our friend Rick Goslin tweeted today. That's what you want to prevent defense. You want to give the most elusive, best running back in the league 50 yards of space to let him work with that.
Insane.
It was incredible.
But I have to say, the social media play of the day was Sam Mellinger going to the Tyreek Hill sports science video. And it's got Tyreek Hill running around with like 1,700 kids, like eluding them all, and calling that the play.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was like.
Great.
Except when he was running against those kids, he did not have Demarcus Robinson clearing out two
Did a great
would-be
job.
tacklers.
Shout out to DeMarcus, man.
He's been really
yeah.
good. Like we talked about it, I think last week or maybe the week before. But he's had. This isn't the first time he's had really nice downfield blocking. That is absolutely part of his game. He's willing. He looks for it. That's a big thing. I mean, and also. Shout out to the Cowboys defense, who appeared like, the guy next to me will tackle him.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That was insane.
And I'll tell you something too. I don't know if you guys thought this consciously, but I thought it. Okay, it's kind of cliche. That's going to be a little kick in the gut, right, for the other team going in. But then the Chiefs come out and go right down the field. Or it was a nice methodical drive coming out. So the Cowboys, last time they touched the ball, are leading 14-3, and now they're down 17-14.
Yeah.
And I don't remember being in a press box where there was more laughter at 2 plays in a game. One was the Tyreek Hill thing. Throughout the press box, just because it was so absurd, Yeah. Then, of course, the potato sack race.
Awesome.
And the Chiefs' offensive day ended there. They had like 70 yards the rest of the game.
Right, and we're moving on to that. Nice transition. Chiefs get the ball right back, and they move the ball down the field. It was great. That's what you want. And then Travis Kelce scores a touchdown on a really nice play call. Chiefs are leading 17-14. I'm starting to think about leads for, how this is going to be a story. And Sam has already started his potato sack race column.
I was in it.
You had it. You had it ready to go. One of the best observations was how into it Kelce was.
Oh, my God.
It was real. It was real to him.
Yeah. There was no third grader at any grade school in the Kansas City metro area who's going to be more into their potato sack race in their Mayfield day than Travis Kelce was into his.
And here's the unfortunate thing about them, the really truly unfortunate thing about them losing is the inability to fully explore this.
Right.
Because, I would like to know if Tyreek Hill had planned on taking a dive during it. How much of that was just spontaneous? Of all people, Alex Smith just happily obliged. I was, and we say this all the time, but hats off to him for always rolling with it.
He's one of the most impressive guys.
He really is
in football. He really is. Okay, so all of a sudden the Chiefs lead 17-14, and then the Cowboys decide to get real. They respond immediately on the next drive. Dak Prescott emasculated him, 6 for 7 on that drive. He's just doing whatever he wants. Then Ezekiel Elliott, you guys saw a lot of the he does that with no energy too. It's just a very it's brutal. That's brutal to watch if you're a fan of the other team. You don't want to see that. And the Fox cameras know too. So after every first down, they always give you that end zone shot of him just right on his face, and you get to see his face. It's just bad. So even though the Chiefs did a good job on him, but anyway, he scores. Chiefs are down 21-17, and at this point, the Chiefs' running game is non-existent. It's 60 yards on 18 carries for the day. They got nothing going. They're not going to have anything going. We'll get into that later. And then the Cowboys put him away with the final drive. Cole Beasley catches a second touchdown.
But
Best game.
I thought it was important though after the Cowboys took the lead. The Chiefs' next possession included a couple of penalties. False start. I forgot who it was. Mitchell Schwartz. I can't remember who it was on.
It was Mitchell Schwartz, and then 2 plays later, LDT, right?
Yeah. There were two. There were 2 penalties on that possession, so it ended up being a 3 and out. But it was a sloppy possession by the Chiefs when they had taken the lead, had the momentum, felt good. We'd seen this from the Chiefs before this season. Come from behind, take the lead, and kind of take control of the game. Doesn't matter who the opponent is or where the game's played. The Chiefs find a way to get that done, and they didn't this time. Offense failed, defense failed. Cowboys scored on the next touchdowns in the next 2 possessions. The Chiefs were, they were done offensively, done for the day.
Yeah.
Before I forget, can we take a moment to appreciate this palace that we're in? People mock the size of this place, but this is absolutely one of the best stadiums I've been to. It's very opulent. It's really actually a great atmosphere. They've even cut little holes into the windows, the press box, so we can experience it like a fan. We can hear the noise, which I wish Arrowhead had, because it feels like a mausoleum in there because we're so high.
Listen, that's a
great
point. You really feel this game in a way you don't at Arrowhead. In the press box, from our little perch.
This was a gigantic stadium, 93,000, and it was full. This was a full 93,000 with you guys. You guys came to this game. So just want to say, I think we agreed. We do like this place, right? We don't like the process of getting in.
No.
But we do like the stadium.
We
right?
did.
Once you're here.
A little roundabout thing. Well, what I don't quite get, of course, we saw it all on our flights yesterday. Blair drove, but
I saw it on I-35.
Saw it on I-35. All the flights were dominated by Chiefs fans, but even that would not have suggested to me that Blair pointed this out early in the game. The whole upper deck was red on the left side, and probably over on the other side too. How do they get all those tickets?
And a good number down in the lower bowl too.
They were a good number.
San Diego had always been the place where the most Chiefs fans went. But there were more Chiefs fans here than any road game I think I've ever been to. And this is my 8th year of doing this.
This place was full.
Yeah.
There were always a ton in San Diego, but Chiefs fans just love that getaway.
Yeah.
But you can drive here, and you can
Yeah.
get here easily, and they did. I bet there were 25,000 Chiefs fans here, 30,000. Largest crowd to ever see the Chiefs play a football game today.
Wow. And one of the nicest touches of this place, a real college-style thing, 4 elevated platforms in the end zone with drummers. adding like music during the breaks. Unnecessary, but really cool. And actually brought you back to like the TD Pack band, which I missed, which they need to bring back, by the way.
There is so much. You just said unnecessary but cool. There is so much about this stadium that you could describe unnecessary but cool.
Including the place where we're sitting
Exactly.
right now.
Is this like Jerry Jones' suite?
Oh,
Acme
no.
Brick comes
no.
No, this is like Acme.
This place
Acme
is
Brick.
legitimately
Okay.
Yeah.
And
What do you think his suite looks like? Oh, there it is. Yeah, Acme Brick. Thank you,
Yeah,
Acme
this,
Brick.
This is the Roadrunner and Coyote suite.
yes,
Anvil over our head, waiting
No, it
to
is.
get
Look
us
at
out
that.
of here any minute.
a personalized suite.
Yeah.
They want you
Yeah.
to know what this is.
Yeah.
How about that little
So how
touch?
much nicer is Jerry Jones' suite than this?
Oh my goodness, it's a mansion. I mean, it's
Yeah,
Right?
it's gotta be.
right.
They got hot dogs in there, apparently, because Jerry Jones, after the game, was asked about Tyreek Hill's touchdown. He said, I didn't see it. I was eating my hot dog.
That guy is the
It's
best.
such a
man.
good line.
He is. By the way, stock fridges here in the suites. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
I heard that.
I heard, yeah, that's what I heard.
The stories are legendary. All right, let's get to the reason why the Chiefs lost. I'm actually gonna kick this off. The reason why the Chiefs lost. I'm going. Not enough energy, man. Not enough energy offensively. One of the few times I've covered this team, I'm down in the locker room, I'm talking to people. One of the few times I heard more than a few people mention that. That was a thing. And my updated game story reflects that. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. This team always plays hard under Andy. They've always done that. Let's just say people have some concern about the energy today. A week right before the bye, I think they might have been looking ahead because the offense didn't execute, and there was some real concern about that. My gamer reflects that.
How much, when you say that, and look, you got to play through this, but how much do you think it's a natural consequence of playing a Monday night game?
It's got something to do with it.
Into a road game on Sunday.
1,000,000%. But there's no excuse for it because, this atmosphere is awesome. Get up for it. You're not playing in Jacksonville, right? I can understand if you sleepwalk through that game before the bye, but this place is awesome. Dallas is good.
Awesome, and a
Show
third
up
of the fans
play.
were yours, yeah.
What is going? Show up and play. So there's no excuse for the offensive issues they had. There's no excuse for not coming out. When Andy Reid says, "I didn't think the energy was good," swear to God he said that. That's
did.
a problem.
Yeah, that means
That-
the energy was.
That means it was horrific, right?
Right.
And also not as bad, but the same thing kind of happened last year.
Yep.
Not as bad this year.
Right.
That was just a travesty last
A
year.
horrific effort.
And another atmosphere at Pittsburgh. That was a night game too, right?
Yep.
Where if you can't get up for a game at Pittsburgh at night, that's a trend. That's a
Yeah.
trend now.
So let's go around. Let's start this way. Blair.
All right.
Blair, give me a reason they lost, man.
I thought this offensive line was going to
Yes.
be in good shape
You better
today
preach
with Laurent Duvernay-Tardif back, Mitch Morse back for the second game. I just thought they were poised to have a good game. They were going against the number 15 rush defense in the NFL, so middle of the road, and Kareem Hunt could not find a seam
Nothing.
for one time. He broke off a 19-yard
19-yard
run,
run.
on the first drive of the second half, but until then. And before and after that, nothing. Absolutely nothing there. And they just got clobbered today, the offensive line.
I watched enough of Dallas to tell you this. That defense ain't that good.
Yeah.
That defensive line, that front seven is not that good.
It's not that
You can
good.
get stuff. You can get stuff on those
Yeah.
guys, okay? Straight up. Not good enough up front. You got the whole line back. I know they've been hurt. They know it, too. Don't think they know. I'm not telling you something they don't know. And they know I know. So it's not the end of the world. They'll be able to rest up. The best thing about this bye, them not playing again till November 19th, that line heals. LDT, he needs it. Mitch Morse, he needs it. Witzman's got an abdomen. Fish probably has something we don't even know. Same goes for Schwartz, because he'll never miss a snap. These guys are hurt. They need to heal up. Sam Mellinger, reason they lost.
I thought you were going McLaughlin group there.
Total McLaughlin.
It was. I thought they were really sloppy, especially on defense. And there was a moment where they had on offense. They turned a second and 10 into third and 19 real quick with a false start, 1 yard pass, false start. There was a lot of that stuff. But on defense, Eric Murray had a ball basically just go through him that should have been a pick six. That has to be a pick six 98 times out of 100, and it just went through him and went for a first down. There was another play. They had 2nd and 15 coming this way, 2nd and 15 from like the 33, I think, and Kenneth Acker, soft coverage, Terrence Williams catches it 5 yards in front of him. Acker just falls down. Williams runs 27 yards, sets up that first touchdown. There's a lot of moments like that. It was just, maybe this goes into the energy, like what you were just talking about, Terez, but it was just sloppy, just absolutely sloppy, not good enough.
Let me also tell you, like, this is all reflected in my report card. Read my report cards. Like, sometimes when Chiefs lose, they're like, why aren't you hard on the leg? My report card runs in the paper. I'm always deadly honest in it. Read it. I gave out 3 Fs in a game that they weren't even close. Like, I gave out 3 Fs. Read it. Whoever is managing this, please, like, tweet out the link to that. All this is in there, and more.
3 Fs. That's a GPA like in the 0 point something. You know, that ain't. You ain't.
You're right. You're not advancing. That's exactly right.
All right.
Okay, I want to play off one thing Sam said, and I think we spoke to this a little bit, but the sloppy point, defense particularly, that first touchdown drive of Dallas, if I'm remembering right, 3rd and 15 completion for 21 yards. And then, did anybody get a chance to ask anybody about the breakdown in coverage on the 56-yard pass where...
this is right before the half
right?
you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was the one that made it 14-3.
Yeah.
What happened on that coverage?
I don't know.
This isn't my answer, but that...
That was right after the Chiefs got their only sack of the game. Zombo sacked Dak Prescott. Chiefs take a timeout because now they're thinking it's 3rd and 15. They're going to get the ball back with 1:30 to go and have maybe a short field. And 21-yard completion on the 3rd and 15, 56-yard completion, two Dak Prescott's incompletes, and then the touchdown.
Of course, it turned out that timeout was still useful, right? Because they got the TD with 13 seconds, or they started the drive with 13 seconds, right?
That's right.
My answer, though, is just this. You have to stop the Cowboys after you go up 17-14, at least on that next drive. You gotta show something there that says, all right, this is our game. I know I'm kind of just being a cliche-ridden there, but
you've gotten the break of all time in the Tyreek Hill touchdown. You've got a touchdown that nobody ever gets.
Right.
And then you take full advantage of it by, well, first of all, Dallas has an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on that, so they have to kick from the 20. You start with good field position. You get the touchdown. You have got to.
That's your moment, right?
Yes.
You seize the game there.
Right. Now you kind of to me you sell out a little bit on defense. You take some chances. Something exotic on a blitz, or do something to keep Dallas reeling, keep them on their heels, and instead just boom, 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 boom.
All right, we're going to get rid of the portion where we typically give you reasons for optimism, because nobody wants to hear that. After this, nobody wants to hear that. So let's go to your questions.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
No, say something, Vi.
No, I think I was talking to Blair about this, and look, this is worth noting. I think each of us expected them to lose this game.
Right.
That's the first time
We all picked it.
Right. That's the first time this season, other than maybe the Patriots,
right,
that I remember picking them to lose, at least publicly. And the point in talking with Blair, if you look at what they've done, the Oakland game is really the outlier, isn't it? I mean, it's not a disgrace to lose this game at Dallas. Dallas better than we thought they were, I think. Chiefs ought to be better, but I don't think it's a disgrace. So in some ways, they are still the team you sort of thought they were, which is one that's got defensive problems, it's got to fix.
Yep.
That's all.
All right. I want to give a shout out to JJ D. Maria. That's the first time I've seen him. Thank you for joining us.
JJ.
Thanks, JJ.
Let's see. Our man Gene is in here again. Gene, I've had to talk Gene off the list. Gene is going a little dark on us, Sam.
Gene had a day. That was great. Gene was tweeting me, I'm done with this garbage. I hate this team. And then after the Tyreek Hill touchdown, he said something like, I will still support this team.
Did you guys see I tweeted it?
Gene was great.
Gene is among the people that who've been using brand X. A Batman reference. TJ Simmons says, I hope the corporate champ is out. Jesse Bates says, I have a feeling this might be dark like the corporate ministry. You got that right. 1,000,000%. This is a dark one. Lucas Straczynski, Sad 18. Gage Stevens, first time attending the Facebook live stream. Hi, Gage.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us, my friend. Wish you could have joined us on one where we're a little more optimistic. Oh, and our friend Gary, remember him, the one who asked a lot? He's always got like something sharp to say. Then Gary Higgins, why don't you ask Andy why his team is soft? And there's going to be a lot more. Oh, Liam Templecombe, why is his team awful? Okay.
Soft, awful.
Brian LaBarge, well, A-team, I guess the plan didn't come together. All right. A-team reference, that's good. Defense is terrible. Oh, you're welcome, David. Thank you. Wow. Okay.
Sucks to cover 3-6 team,
3-6?
Oh, that
I know, no kidding.
Oh.
I know. People are always like, why don't you crush them? Because they're going to make the playoffs. This is a 6-3 team. Like, what are we talking about? All right, here's a question from Joel Raines. It says, is it me or did the defense look a lot better this week than the previous week? That's interesting. Did you guys get that sense at all?
I thought the run defense actually was good. I thought they must have heard a lot about it, and Zeke didn't have 100 yards. He's 90-something.
27 carries, too.
Yeah, I thought the run defense showed up, and I'm trying to think of who I thought had good games. Benny Logan had a couple of nice moments.
It was a scheme thing a little bit, too.
Had a couple of nice moments, actually.
Yep.
It was a little scheme thing, too. Like in nickel, they used 2 real linebackers instead of Sorensen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we ever really saw like a safety in the box like that. It was just a lot of like traditional stuff, which they need to stick with.
I'll tell you what's funny, though. I see the point on that. And if you don't have the breakdown on that one play, right, the long play down the sideline, maybe it looks a little different. If they give up 21 points today, you're not feeling the same about this.
Jesse Bates says, not sure what the Chiefs see in Witzman. What say you? I think he's a big, strong guy who's learning to use his leverage. Aside from the Pittsburgh game, he's actually been okay in pass pro. I don't really see him as like a net negative. I think like he was perfectly fine when Mitch and LDT were healthy and this line had it together as a unit. I think it's just now easier to nitpick certain things. I think he's getting a little better. I'm a little higher on him than some. I think he's got a chance to be a pretty good player. He's my kind of, like a big, strong guy. Real, just a massive kind of guy. I think he'll get better with more time. But that's just me, though.
I think it's also true. I think we'd all agree. He's the 5th lineman.
Right.
Out of that 5. And, maybe other than Dallas, I don't know how many teams have just like 5 really good offensive linemen. They're a bit like you talk a lot, Therese, about corners. Not enough good corners to go around. And I think the same thing can be said about offensive linemen.
Appreciate this question from Aaron Davis, who cares about beat writer living. What's the better trip for the A-team, Houston or Dallas? Houston.
Yeah, but
this was actually a discussion during the 45 minutes we were driving around the stadium trying to get in.
Let me stop.
En route. Anyway, we're just saying we found Houston to be more accessible, I think.
Let me I want to know how you're going to do this.
Let's see you finesse that. Is that what you're saying?
I really enjoy. Let me tell you something, man. I enjoy what's here. I enjoy what you can see here. I enjoy the things that are here. This is a really good city with a lot of nice things to see. There's a lot of nice things to see in Houston, in Dallas. If you care about that sort of thing, this is a good trip for you. Believe me.
Those things are in other cities. Nice things.
Maybe not to this degree. It's very, very.
I'll tell you what. 2 of the best stadiums in the NFL are in Houston and Dallas. They're Super Bowl stadiums.
Deion Moulton says, "Burning smell was our DBs getting burnt."
Yeah.
Could be some of that.
Yeah, could be.
Oh, God. Oh, ooh. I'm glad I didn't read that one. Ooh. That could have been a fireable offense. Paul DeSantis says, seems to me there's a growing disconnect between the players and Sutton. I don't know how you could tell that. I don't know. But what makes...
Well,
is there possibly some truth to that? I don't know.
I don't know if there's any truth to that, but I sure thought it was interesting that Houston kind of unsolicited last week after the Denver game was talking about not being on the same page and that they had to meet and get together on, that was how they fixed it. Of course, they didn't really fix it, right? But I thought that was maybe a little window into that world. I don't know. I don't know what's there, though.
Whatever it's worth, Tamba and Chris Jones both somewhat unsolicited said our coordinator called a great game. Basically we need to play better.
That's good news. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
They were the last 2 guys out of the locker room today, too. It was good to see Tamba back in uniform.
Yeah.
Back on the field.
He had a few nice rushes.
He did. I don't know if
some energy. I thought
he did. I don't know if there was an overall impact on the game, but God, he's the freshest body on this team right now, right? I think he's in for a good 7 weeks after the bye.
Chris Kaufman says, "Where was the pass rush today?"
Dak makes it hard to.
He's tough, man. Dak is good, man.
Makes it hard.
But that said, I mean, you gotta find some juice there.
I agree.
I mean,
there's got to be more than just him and. It's more than outside linebackers, guys. Okay, it's a little, as John Thompson would say, it ain't. Defense is about a team game. It's not just about one position here, one position there. If you want to have a good defense, everybody got to play defense. Everybody got to play tough and be nasty and competitive up front. You like that? That's pretty good. And I just don't think that. They're getting enough interior rush right now. And they're not really getting enough outside either, but it's better than the interior rush. Those guys have to be more disruptive. We need to see more from Chris Jones. Chris Jones is one of the most talented defensive linemen in the league. He needs to be a week-to-week force.
You don't hear his name a lot during the game, do you?
He's not in on
today.
He's not a run stopper.
Yeah.
So
And
we heard Roy Miller's name a few times.
We did.
Well, they had to. Like, it limits. If Chris doesn't become more disciplined with his gap rushing, they're going to have to take him out, which limits his ability to rush the passer, obviously. He's got to continue to develop as a football player. Jesse Bates says, Tamba looked fresh today. K-Bab. Cameron Humphrey says, why are we not feeding Kareem Hunt more? Makes no sense.
Well, last 2 weeks.
9
I think
carries?
it's 9 today, but it was 22 against Denver. I think for 46 yards. The last 2 weeks, it's 31 for 73, I think.
Ooh,
so that might speak to that question a little bit.
This is a scary tweet from. This is a scary message from Jordan Tribe. Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Buffalo, all scary running teams in the AFC. That means that our season ended in January. Where it's going to end right in the middle of January if they don't fix this.
Well, look, here's a question about that, though. So Elliott broke them down a little by the end of the game, right? It probably took a toll by the end, but
that's still a net win.
If you saw that number, based on what you've seen them give up on the ground, you'd take that. They didn't lose because of him, did they? I mean,
no, they didn't. We got a question. Says people clamoring for Terrence Mitchell. People didn't think Acker had a good game. There's a lot of clamoring for Terrence Mitchell here. Which
That's
is
awesome. Like, you know what it takes for people to stop whining about Terrence Mitchell? Is
you know
to see
what? You're
who's
right.
going to replace him.
Why have they gone all in on Acker?
He actually played okay last week.
I know, but I'm just saying, why? What is it he's doing? What's he bringing that Mitchell didn't?
It's like another element. I mean, it's just a different. Look, I like Terrence Mitchell. I like competitive guys. I think that
I do too.
Sometimes they make decisions that don't always have to do with the play on the field. Stuff happens, and I don't know. Maybe he was freelancing too. You just never know. You don't know sometimes. And the avenues to get that information are closed off for certain reasons. But whatever. I still think I still would prefer him. But like Acker, listen, he's the number 2. All those guys. People need to make more plays. Period. It's just not enough. Let's see. Ooh. Kyle Fisher says, is Alex basically becoming Alex Smith from the past 11 years in his career? Is he reverting at all?
I thought he had a pretty decent game, actually.
I do, too.
I'm not sure of any real botched passes. I mean, obviously he didn't complete every pass, but I don't remember thinking
his line tonight, 25 of 34 for 263, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Until this year would have been, wow, that's a really good Alex Smith game.
Yeah.
Now it's one of, it's
He's not
in the bottom half of his games.
I'm going to tell you right now, I got people telling me, when are we going to see Mahomes? He's not the problem right now. The line's not run blocking, and they're giving up to, even if Alex isn't getting sacked, he's getting pressure and affected too much. Yes. The pass protection hasn't been good enough. Blame the line, period. Stop blaming Alex. He's the reason they're 6-3. If they had 2015 Alex, they might be 5-4 or 4-5, whatever. Chill on that. It ain't him. Not does he miss some throws here or there? Yeah, but in general, he has done a better job throwing the ball outfield.
Missed one today to Tyreek.
I saw that.
Yeah,
one too.
he did.
I saw that.
That's
too.
right.
I saw
Was
that
the one
too.
that Tyreek held on to out of bounds? Is that the one you're
No,
talking
no,
about?
no, no.
There was another
no.
one.
That was on
Different
Alex
one.
too. Then because it was
And there was
actually thrown out of bounds.
Right.
There was a Kelsey one too, where Kelsey broke open, and Alex didn't see him. But hey, guess what? Alex didn't see him because he had people around him. The pass protection's got to be better.
That's the line. He got happy feet a couple times, but can't blame him. You know.
Luke Healy
And
says.
real quick though, too. Like if you're calling for Pat Mahomes, when Alex has been doing what he's doing, you just decided
Long
Pat
ago.
Mahomes was your guy, and you closed your eyes and were waiting for him to throw an interception so you could like use this line. But it's there's no room for that.
Luke Healy says, was Houston sick or just MIA? Well, believe it or not, Houston actually had 2 of the Chiefs' 4 quarterback hits. Again, we're not gonna get into the blaming Justin Houston game. He's not healthy. He's your best defensive player. He's playing hurt. He is your best player on that side of the ball. Okay, we can look at a lot of players, but we're not gonna get into the blaming Justin Houston for anything game. He plays his ass off. He plays hurt. He gives him juice. I'm not mad at you, Luke. I'm just telling you, that's a losing game. We're not going to sit up here and do that to him because he's hurt and he's playing.
I think
he's still good.
I think TV reported he had a IV at halftime or something.
Yeah, Tracy Wolfson, I guess, had that. Yeah.
He had a machine he was kind of hooked up to after the game.
I saw that.
Oh.
Interesting looking contraption.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, too. I think after a bye week, I think Justin Houston's going to have 3 sacks at least against the Giants.
The Giants, really bad.
Yes.
1-7,
Yes.
got housed by the Rams.
Yes.
They're going to get rolled in New York.
Yes.
1,000,000%. You can't bet the over more. Again, just trust me. They're going to get rolled. Jesse Bates says, Barry injury really coming back to haunt him, huh? Yeah, they could use him both on the field and off. I can say that much. I can tell you.
But missed him much more, I thought, in the other 2 losses than this one. But whatever.
It's just the playmaking aspect.
Yeah.
He's got to know.
He doesn't let an interception go through his chest.
That's a fact.
That is a touchdown.
Yep.
Let's see. Ren A. Clegg is on the Andy Reid. Can we hear the same broken? Can we hear the same broken record? Reid, I have to do a better job. Then in all caps. Really? Didn't know. All right.
He did, just for the record, he did say that. And that's on me.
Tony Shepard's. Can we think about letting Pat start? No, we cannot. How do you fix the energy problem? It's a bye week.
Get him through the bye.
They'll be all right.
Get him through the bye.
Start Pat.
Tell him why it's crazy, Sam.
Well, I mean, outside of the Mahomes family, I'm not sure that there's anybody that wants to see Pat Mahomes more than I do. But God, can we get
That's true, folks.
real about this for 1 second?
It was funny though. Sam and I were kind of on the defensive side of the locker room of the postgame, waiting for Tom Bahali and Chris Jones, and I poked my head around to the offensive side, and this big gathering of reporters, cameras and microphones. I couldn't see who they were interviewing. I thought I talked to the people I needed to talk to over there. I'll get a little closer. It's Pat Mahomes holding court.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I got the tape
Texas
recorder in
thing.
there for a little
Yeah.
while, and it was plenty of stuff we've pretty much talked to him about. But it was the Texas
Texas,
version of
yeah,
he's home basically.
Yeah.
The self-loathing is strong in Chiefs fans. TJ Simmons says, speaking of Jacksonville, hopefully Fournette breaks team rules before our inevitable playoff loss. Good Lord.
That is a possibility.
I know.
I love that. Speaking of Jacksonville, a team not on the schedule.
I know. Kyle Fisher is pissed. Therese, let's talk draft. Give me pass rusher with the first and second picks we have. Kyle, let me just be honest with something. Even I haven't started the draft stuff. Believe it or not, I haven't looked at one. Not yet. I just, guys, it's a lot right now. It's a lot. I haven't even done it.
That was Kyle? In Kyle's defense, you were
Sam.
talking about friggin' draft prospects and who you wanted to watch in a
Yeah.
You know,
midweek.
I was getting, my
Actually,
eyes
that's
got
true.
bigger than my stomach. My eyes got big. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
But now you got a bye week.
Ooh. That's mean-spirited, Kyle. Fish has a "I'm not that good" problem. Damn. That's what he says. Ooh.
Wow, you let the mean-spirited one go. That was the next one.
No, that was the mean-spirited
was
one.
okay.
Peter Flaherty has something nice to say about Kevin Pierre-Louis. Says he looked pretty good. He was the one in that nickel package with DJ.
Yeah.
And if he ends up helping them in that way, that'd be a pretty good trade for them.
Ragland had a couple of nice
He
tackles
did.
today,
He
too.
did. Really solid.
Yeah.
Literally. I mean, really solid hits.
People want to see Parker Ehinger. Guys, with the way the line's been, if he'd been practicing better than Witzman, he'd be playing. Okay? There's no reason for him. Like, the coaches aren't just like, oh, we're going to screw Parker Ehinger. Like, if he's been practicing better than Witzman, who, by the way, hasn't been surrendering first-string reps, by the way, he'd be playing. So, boy, let's see. Why didn't KC adjust to the Des Bryant dig route? Gary Higgins says 1 big F is all you need on the report card. We got to get something positive in Gary's life. We got to help him see the brighter side of things. Get him some Smilex. Larry Looper says, who would teach Marcus Peters to tackle? Ooh, yeah, he needs to, when Deion Sanders is saying stuff about your tackling.
Of all people.
Was Deion saying it or Romo saying it about Deion? What was?
I thought
Deion
Deion.
said it
I heard
too?
I thought someone told me Deion said it.
Deion tweeted something.
Yeah.
I think maybe it was a fake account or something, but I thought I saw a blue check mark.
We were chatting about this a little bit. He seems much less interested in the tackle itself than working the whole guy over to strip him. I mean, that is, if he can't strip him, maybe he's not worried about the tackle.
Yeah.
Somebody else can get him.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna get into that. Deion Moulton says, "How vanilla of a defense is Sutton running?" I got that. He needs to be more creative with the blitzes. Okay, it's that simple. Easy, done. Next one. Ooh, will there be any new fresh faces playing a bowl after the bye week? Maybe somebody. You never know. I don't know. I don't have anybody for you. Maybe Tano.
Tano. I don't think he got as many. I don't remember seeing him in that rotation. They had Tamba in the outside linebacker rotation.
I only say that because the way Sutton gushed about him a couple weeks ago, it was the things you say when you're trying to build a player up for a possible role at some point. So he could be in the mix at some point. We're gonna have to wrap this thing up here. Hey, Larry Brown's here. Hey, Larry, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. New guy. Why no Ramik? Again, run defense has been so bad. I'm guessing that if they thought he'd be an upgrade, he'd be out there. They're not that invested in some of these guys.
Been on the inactive list for like 5 weeks now, something like that.
Yeah. Ooh, it's time to give up on the young corners. Somebody. Okay, all right. Is Acker the answer opposite of Peters? I don't know.
I don't think he's the ultimate answer.
We're gonna have to see. Ooh, with Deshaun. Ooh, are the coaches content with the pass rush? No chance.
No.
No way.
No
way. All right. Are the D issues the Eric Berry issue? It's a lot of issues. They could have used them though. Let's see. We're wrapping it up here, guys. All right. As we wrap this thing up, let's just go through our final thoughts, and we'll answer questions as whatever good ones I get from here on out, we'll answer in between. So let's start with Vi. Give me a quick final thought, man.
Just this. I mean, Chiefs are 6-3, right? And we don't really know the trajectory here, but the trend's bad right now. But I don't think this is the measure of their season. And I think they're going to win 11, 12 games. And the real question will be, what do they solve between now and then about their greatest vulnerability?
Putting you guys on the spot, this stadium, or just as far as like fun to cover, this stadium or the Chargers?
Chargers.
Oh, Chargers. Chargers.
It was great.
You could
highlight of the season,
yeah,
right?
you could put 4 Charger stadiums in this stadium.
Yeah, you're right.
You could. Oh, Paul DeSantis gives you credit. Says you hit it on the head with one of your earlier takes. Nice job. Good play.
I don't know what it was. I'm hanging on to that one as long as I can.
People very impressed with this layout here. Kermit Gosno asks, "Is the couch there for sale?"
Are we all kind of kicking back?
Landon Allen is asking for Sam to write a 1,000-word column on the potato sack race. Scott James is giving us credit for always bringing it. Thank you, man. We appreciate it.
Yep.
What a
Thanks.
shame that you could still write that column later in the week, maybe, or maybe it's 1,000 words in Mellinger minutes.
Peter Flaherty is telling us to give Kevin Pierre-Louis his props. Adam Wong is giving credit to Roy Miller. Kyle Fisher throwing some shade my way. Therese with the weekly impression no one gets.
I get it. If you're talking about John Thompson, that was fantastic.
Yeah,
John Thompson was spot on.
So, you can get the D-Generation X chop, Kyle. That I cannot give you because I like being employed. You guys think Chris Jones lost weight? Bobby Tarwaki says he was looking a little lighter than normal. You guys notice that?
I haven't noticed that.
I haven't noticed.
Not that I noticed.
All right. Let's see. Okay, Sam, give me your closing thought, brother.
The worst game that they've played this season, the first loss where they did not have a chance at the end. But I think that as the schedule lets up, they play the worst team on their schedule after the bye, right? And I think Buffalo's the only team. Is this true? Buffalo's the only team with a winning record.
I think so.
Somebody else
that they
got
have
back in the
left.
winning column, but it's by a game. I can't remember who it was. I'm just
Well,
looking at
Miami?
it.
I think
Miami's 4.
I guess my
Sorry.
point is, like, as bad as it feels right now, the worst game that they played this season, it's going to look a lot different, after 2 or 3 more games. It doesn't mean they're a perfect team, doesn't mean they're going to go to the Super Bowl or even the AFC Championship, but this isn't who they are, I don't think.
So, Sam, you'll notice this one. Jason Collinsworth likes to remind us that last week he asked if we'd see Tyreek in the backfield. I can't read the rest of this because it's cut off here, but he also mentioned this to us during the game. Yeah. So let me just tell you something, man. Okay, cool. What happened when he was in the backfield? He's getting smacked.
Yeah.
And he's
yeah.
been absorbing head shots the last month. So, you saw it. Should you have seen it? I don't think so. I don't think we need to be giving Tyreek Hill more work in the backfield. Because did you see what happened back there? The 300-pound guys laying on him. So, you can be right. And sure, you were right. Great. That's not what's best for your team, in my opinion, right now.
He can have some rushes, but jet sweeps.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Everything to the perimeter now.
Yep.
None of these inside runs. We've had it. They can't have that. David Maples is saying, I love these, but can't you guys afford a camera guy?
That's John Thompson. That's
His eyes twitching.
I don't give him credit enough I always think his voices are the best, but actually, as we're seeing.
He's selling it.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something.
coming in waves.
Let me tell you something I do. In addition to producing 5,000 words of copy every game day, okay? Let me tell you something I do. I record these, right? I chop them together for the podcast. I literally sit at a computer at 2 o'clock in the morning, put this thing together via an app nobody's heard of. Put it together, tune the levels, all of it. Post it to the website. Make sure it's on iTunes. Then in the morning, I got the corporate champ has to hear about the podcast not being loud enough or about the video quality not being okay. You wonder why I'm the corporate champ. Are you out of your mind? I'm just playing with you, man. Kinda. Yeah.
Not 100%.
Kinda.
You might have struck a nerve, but I'm just
Just
playing with you.
let's not talk about the production quality of these videos. Not with as much as I'm doing.
We need to get that intern
We do need to get an intern. We had a lot of people.
We've had some offers.
But just in case you guys didn't know, we have.
Day team intern.
But just so you guys know,
Kramerica Enterprises intern.
we do work for a newspaper.
We're looking for a C+ student.
We work for a newspaper. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but this isn't 1988. Okay?
That was
You
a
know
good
what?
year. Good year. Good year for the newspaper business.
That's the year I got hired in the newspaper business. Huh.
Let me just stop. Everything is wonderful. Everything's fantastic. All right, we're done. On that note, I've had it. We're out of here. This has been amazing. We've been great.
We've been great.
We've been fantastic. This has been an outstanding effort here. We appreciate.
We had good energy.
We had great, more than the Chiefs brought.
Yeah.
We do appreciate most of you who follow. It's been great. It's been a great experience. We do appreciate that. I'm absolutely embracing the heel turn. You guys are making it easy for me. My mentions were a complete dumpster fire. And so were yours, Sam.
Yes.
Sam is pretty good at ignoring it, though.
Fire back.
Yeah, that's right. I like to drop corporate elbows. I like to drop mutes. I'm just done with you. Like you wanna pick a fight with the champ. That's it. Because no one answers more questions than I do. I don't have time for it. You want to be disrespectful because these guys out there losing to the one guy who actually answers your questions? I don't have time for that. And that's it. So, guys, we do appreciate the good ones. We do appreciate having an opportunity to do this for us and our families. And we will take it easy. And we actually do appreciate you guys watching. So, for the guys, we're out of here. Peace. Take it easy. All right.